My name is Vivian. I've been coming to Park Slope Church for the last 3 months.
My name is Norm, and I've been here since May, 3 months too.
My name is Hokin, and my wife and I moved into Park Slope about 7 years ago, and we started going to Park Slope Community Church for the past few months.
My name's Calvin, born and raised in Chinatown, and I've been attending Park Slope for maybe the last 2 months.
I grew up in a family that was mostly Buddhist, I would say. I didn't know about Jesus until maybe high school. So a friend of mine one day said, have you noticed anything about me? And she was like, have you noticed the joy that's in me? And I was like, yeah, you seemed happier and more joyful. So it's like, yeah, I come to know Jesus. And that's how she shared it with me.
When I was a little kid, I was watching the Ten Commandments, and it was this commercial for this Bible encyclopedia, and they showed these really bloody and gory pictures of Jesus being nailed to the cross. So I got scared, but I still did not accept until a year later, after my grandfather had died. After that, I decided I wanted to accept Jesus because I wanted to be sure, and also I wanted my family to eventually be sure of where they're headed to.
It wasn't until after college I had a chance to enjoy all that New York City had to offer, including hanging out, clubs, and but then I found myself getting tired after a while and felt a little meaningless to me. And that's when I thought maybe I'll give this church thing a chance.
My mom brought me to church ever since I was 2. But even though I attended the church, I never, understood Christianity, knowing Jesus. Around college, one of my church members from my old church invited me to a church conference called Passion. And there I heard messages in a way I've never heard before. You have the God of the universe giving up his son for us. And we have the opportunity to talk to him, to confess stuff to him. And, I never really took advantage of it.
Arwen was supposed to be our 4th miscarriage. We were prepared for yet another miscarriage. And this time, for me personally, it was a little different because I was angry at God for the 3 before that. And this time I just gave up, whatever your will, and just give me the peace and comfort to get over this,
I was told the news that my dad was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. A few months after that, one of my closest friends from high school, his battle with cancer relapsed. I found myself in a pretty dark place with God. I got angry, and there was this worship leader training conference that I had signed up for. I told my wife that when we get back from this conference that we're gonna tell our church that we're leaving the church. And not only was I leaving the church, I was leaving God.
Lost my job for a bit, started a new job. I was in a pretty long-term relationship beforehand, and that went south pretty bad too. And at the time I was like, oh man, I had this renewed fire burning in me, but I don't know why everything was crashing down.
One night I broke down and I prayed to God. I said, if this is what you want, I will accept it. I will follow your will, and I surrender everything to you.
I heard the words, sin doesn't make us bad, sin makes us dead, and dead people can't do a thing to bring themselves back to life. And that's when it hit me.
I just kept praying. I'm like, you know what? If this is what God wants me to do, he's probably sowing me. There has to be a reason why all this is happening, even when I feel like I'm at the strongest part of my faith in all my life.
I went to the doctor and then fully expecting her to say, this is not going well, we'll do whatever it takes to proceed with the miscarriage. But she was like, there's a heartbeat. And I was like, what? There's a heartbeat.
She's a constant reminder, of God. It's he just stuck it right in the middle of our family.
Sometimes he wants us to rely on him first and not on ourselves. And God tells us, I am all you need.
Baptism is a way to tell the world about this amazing love and this Heavenly Father that's loved us since the beginning.
Seeing the people come out of the water, it was just so emotional. You see people with tears in their eyes, and I see the joy from their face coming out of that water. It just made me really want to also experience it as well.
Jesus changed my life, and I am forever grateful.
Same here.
He is so worth every word of my mouth. He's worth every paper cut you get while serving, every bump and bruise. He's worthy of a lot of things.